Now, I was talking about NXT, right? Let's go right where I left off. I want to talk about the WWE NXT tag team division, right? Now, the tag team division right now is led by Frazier and Axiom. They're the ones who are the tag team titles. Their storyline I find the most like bizarre, but I guess it's just the relationship in their partnership, right? Because like they're always on the same not on the same page. That's what it is. They're always not on the same page. For a minute there, they were arguing all the time. It seemed like they didn't like each other, but yet they always came and they won them titles. They always been retaining the titles, even though they weren't getting along, even though there were miscommunications. That seems to be the storyline here. That no matter what happens, Frazier and Axiom are gonna keep those titles. I guess until they find a group that can topple them, right? And so I'm talking about them, their miscommunication has kind of been hilarious. I know I shouldn't be saying that, but let's just talk about it, right? Frazier and Axiom pulled double duty. Frazier pulled double duty because he was in the Iron Man Survivor match where he got killed. And then he had to be in another match right at the same night where they were defending their championship against the No Quarter Catch crew, right? Which was a great match. And by the way, Axiom pulled his weight. Let me tell you, Axiom won that match because Frazier looked like he barely walked. So Axiom was there for his partner, right? Do you think they talked after this? No, they didn't apparently. Because the next week, Axiom was like, yo, bro, I love you so much. I didn't like what Oba did to you. I'ma fight him. And then Frazier was like, bro, I was so appreciative of you. I got us another tag match, another title match on the same night. So Axiom's turn it was to pull double duty this time. Oba killed him. Don't get me wrong, though. Axiom is a great competitor. But I will say this about this storyline. At least Frazier and Axiom are showing that they can both be in the single division or they can be in the tag team divisions. They are that great. Because Axiom versus Oba was a good match. It was a good, fun little match. Oba eventually beat him. Yo, when he hit him with that, like, chop in the back, yo, that stopped him. Because Axiom was flying. He was running. He was trying to outrun Oba. He was trying to tire Oba. He was trying to not get Oba to catch him. Yo, Oba hit him with that chop in the back. Yeah, you heard that? Oh, it echoed. And then he caught him. Once I feel like that happened, it was over for Axiom and he got beat. And then Axiom and Frazier had another match the same night where they had to go against Gallus, right? It was a good match. This time it was Frazier, though, that had to, like, pull his weight because Axiom looked like he couldn't walk this time. But again, they ended up winning the match. That seems to be the storyline, that they are not really great in their partnership when it comes to communication, when it comes to certain things. They are a very ambitious tag team. Not only do they want to hold tag team gold, but they're also looking for singles gold. I actually don't mind. Once I got this storyline, because I was like, in WWE, once a tag team shows that they don't like each other or they're struggling with each other, it just goes into they break up. I'm happy that we haven't seen this because I've been expecting them to break up and lose the title forever. But at the end of the day, they haven't. And so I'm proud of them. Keep going, I guess. Keep pushing yourselves. Eventually, they will lose the titles. I wonder if it's the way that they keep pushing themselves. Like, if they keep competing the way they're competing and going for these other champions and not competing and not communicating, will it cost them in the end eventually where they're just stretching themselves so thin that they lose the titles? Now, who they lose it to, I don't know. Now, but talking about the tag team division, there are a lot of teams in this division, I feel. Like, we have Hank and Tank. If you want, you have Spears and Brooks. We just got Briggs back, and he has a new partner from Japan. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name. And we have OTM, with Jada Parker, the No Quarter Catch crew. There are tag teams in this division. Gallus, we just saw Gallus. So it's a lot of tag teams, but I feel like they have to be built. Like, they're just at their beginning stages. They're not there yet. You know what I mean? I could be wrong, but I feel like they're still kind of getting their WWE legs. and, getting their character together, getting everything together, for everything to kind of fall into place. And so, they, like I said, they have tag teams, but we're building them. We're building them. No offense, though. I think their tag team division is great. I think the tag team champions are great. And they seem to have competition all the time. So I don't mind it. Now, I think that the next feud that we're going to get in the tag team division, and this is a side quest feud, okay, is going to be OTM. I'm sorry if I'm not saying their name right. I think that's what it is. And Jada versus the No Quarter Catch Crew. Because we have seen... Now, I'm going to talk about Jada and Ren in a minute. But we did see them go backstage and have an altercation. And I feel like that's going to just keep leading into a feud, right? Now, since we're on the topic with the tag teams and the feud, we have Ren and we have Jada. And I think they're going to get into a feud too. They're going to go, they're going to be with their teams. And they already just had a match. They just had a match where Jada won. She beat Ren. But I've already said Ren is a fighter. Ren is a fighter. I really liked her performance in the Iron Survivor match. Too bad that she was always in the penalty box, but at least she got a pin. At least she got back. You know what I mean? She was able to get in that match, and she was at the same level as everyone else there. And there were some real heavy hitters in that match. So I'm really happy for Ren, and I'm glad that she's gonna, she has a storyline waiting for her. I don't know why she keeps going against these heavy hitters. But maybe that's going to be her story. Maybe she's going to be like Sami Zayn. Maybe her storyline is going to be that she's going to be the underdog all the time. And that she'll be used to being the underdog. And eventually she will win a match. She did win to get into the Iron Survivor. Now, with Jada, she's just coming out of a feud with Lola, right? And they had a really good match too at the Deadline pay-per-view. In their underground match, Lola is still undefeated. I guess Jada really did need that brick. But at the end of the day, Jada is free. She's free to go into a new feud, and it's going to be with Ren Sinclair. And I'm happy to see it. Let them grow together. Let them grow together. But I just wanted to say that because I do think that we do have a really good tag team in the NXT that we're building, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Now, let's talk about the Heritage Cup. I feel like, the person who holds the Heritage Cup right now is Charlie Dempsey. Sorry if I say their name wrong. Again, just correct me in the comments. And I feel like he hasn't really been showcasing that cup. Like, they really haven't had a match for the cup in these past few weeks. But I think it's because Charlie's group, his other members in the No Quarter Catch Crew, they're being showcased more. We're seeing Ren more. By the way, the best thing that ever happened to Ren was being in this group, in the No Quarter Catch Crew, because you get to see her personality coming out more, and she's improving as a wrestler. So I think that was the best decision for her. But anyway, she's being showcased. The other two members of are being showcased as a tag team. They went after the tag titles. But now we're kind of going back to the Heritage Cup, and we're going back with Lexis King. Now, Lexis King has had a storyline where he's trying not to be his father. I don't know who his father is. I guess he was a cheater. He's trying to be a babyface. He's trying to do everything respectfully and on the nose and cleanly, right? And so he's starting to earn a lot of people's respect because he is staying true to his word. He hasn't cheated. He's been losing matches, but he's been losing them clean. It's not because he cheated. And so, I feel like we've kind of been building him up as a face, as a baby face. And that's his story. And so now he's been kind of getting help from Dempsey. He's been getting advice from him because Dempsey is a gentleman and he wants to be a gentleman. And so Dempsey gave him an opportunity. He said, if you can stick with me in my workout, then you can go ahead and have an opportunity at the Heritage Cup. And Lexi King was able to keep up with him, and so now he has a match against Charlie Dempsey, and I think it's going to be a really good match. I think it's going to be interesting. I know he still needs a quarter man, so I'm wondering if he's going to get Regal again, William Regal, but at the end of the day, I don't mind this at all. I think these two are helping each other. And I don't mind Lexis King. I've always, even when he was in AEW, I thought he was going to be a star. So I don't mind him, and I like this story, and I'm happy that we're including a lot of other people in his story. And so let's see. I don't know if he's going to win the cup or not, but at the end of the day, let's see if Dempsey loses to win the cup. Who knows, right? Anyway, this part 2, I'm going to do a part 3.